Under the glow of a quiet moonlit night, Lloyd stood on the training ground. Alone and cautious, he glanced around to ensure no one was watching. Then he opened the system window. Let's summon a phantom. Gears began to spin in the air, forming a magical circle that glowed weakly. Lloyd frowned. Was this spell broken? It didn't look impressive. Then suddenly, a mouse's head popped out of the circle. Lloyd stared. Seriously? The small creature landed on the ground and stared back at him nervously. It squeaked, clearly not the mighty summon Lloyd had in mind. He asked if the creature could do anything useful. Shooting acorns isn't going to cut it. The mouse denied the accusation with a wave and immediately got to work. After furiously chewing something, it spat out 2 scrolls. According to the scrolls, this wasn't a mouse. It was Peong, a magical hamster phantom that needed to be loved and cared for. Cute. The system also handed over sunflower seeds. Red seed, Peong becomes huge for 12 hours. Blue seed, Peong becomes tiny. Set of 2, just 1 RP. Lloyd was intrigued. If this little guy grows to human size, maybe he could replace heavy equipment. He popped a red seed into Peong's mouth. The hamster began to glow and then explode in size. Lloyd flew backward from the shockwave, eyes wide. Standing before him was a 10-meter-tall hamster. Peong's skills unlocked. Digging level 1. Digs massive trenches with ease. Soil compaction level 1. Rolls over and flattens land. Cheek cannon level 1. Fires boulders from his cheeks. Lloyd's jaw dropped. Problem with heavy machinery? Solved. The next day, Lloyd walked down the corridor, hands in his pockets, plotting. If people ask, I'll just say I'm a genius summoner. That should do it. He now needed manpower to support his construction plans. Later, on the training grounds, 30 lazy soldiers stood before him, shovels in hand. Lloyd shouted, "Safety first!" They barely responded. These weren't motivated troops. They were just freeloaders. But they were all he had. He pointed at a pile of dirt, dug up by Peong in half an hour, and claimed he'd done it overnight. Their first task? Build a boiler room for the estate. Lloyd rallied them, declaring, "You're soldiers, and when you work together, you're an army." Predictably, they weren't thrilled. And then, "What is the meaning of this?" Enter Sir Newman, the estate's senior knight. He looked at Lloyd with disdain and accused him of making militia do menial labor. Lloyd knew this man well, from the novel. He was the first to betray the Baron, leaking info to loan sharks to pay off his own debts. A traitor, through and through. Newman barked, "This is beneath nobility." Lloyd calmly replied, "I got the Baron's permission." Newman scowled. "You tricked him, didn't you? Using this to your own advantage." Lloyd smirked. "You're not wrong." Then he swung his shovel and flung sand into the knight's face. Gasps echoed. The soldiers were stunned. Newman was trembling with rage. Lloyd stood proud, hand to his ear, mocking, "You want to throw away your knight's title over this?" He pointed his shovel like a sword. "Then let's settle it with a duel." Newman's face twisted in fury. "You'll regret this." But Lloyd just smiled, because this was going exactly as he planned.